everyone, welcome to the Process Education. So today we are going to start our next topic, that is acceleration. In this video we will cover topics like what is acceleration, positive acceleration, negative acceleration and some few numericals. Hope you liked our previous video. If you haven't checked it out yet, you can check in description menu below. So let us start with what is acceleration. Acceleration. It is the change in velocity per unit time. That means acceleration, which is denoted by A, is change in velocity upon change in time. That will be if the final velocity is v2 and the initial velocity is v1, then acceleration is equal to v2 minus v1 upon t. Since we know that the units of velocity is meter per second and that of change in time is second. So the SI unit of acceleration come out to be meter per second square. Now we know that velocity is a vector quantity. Therefore acceleration, which is velocity upon time, is also a vector quantity. It has direction and magnitude both. So vectorially we represent acceleration as a vector. So let us start the next topic, that is positive acceleration. As we know that acceleration is equal to v2 minus v1 upon t2 minus t1. Here v2 is the final velocity and v1 is the initial velocity. As we know that if the final velocity will be greater than the initial velocity, then v2 minus v1 will come out to be a positive term. And since the time interval cannot be negative, therefore this whole value will become out to be a positive value. So we say that if the final velocity is greater than the initial velocity, then we have acceleration as positive acceleration. In other words, so if we have an object that is moving in this direction with a velocity v and we apply a force in the same direction to provide an acceleration of a, then since the force is in same direction and the acceleration will be causing a force on this object, so the final velocity will obviously be come out to be greater than the initial velocity. So in this case the acceleration will be positive. If we see the velocity time graph, v versus t graph of this object, since we are applying the force, so let the initial velocity be v. After applying the force, we have an acceleration of a units. So it will be an increasing graph. Since we have a uniform acceleration, therefore this graph will be a straight line. So we can also see from graph, if in the time interval t1 to t2, and this is v1 and this is v2. So the acceleration will be the slope of this line. That will be v2 minus v1, v2 minus v1 upon t2 minus t1, t2 minus t1. That will come out to be a positive value as v2 is greater than v1 and t2 is greater than t1. So now let us see the next case, that is negative acceleration. Negative acceleration. In this, as in positive acceleration, we define it when the final velocity is greater than initial velocity, it is positive acceleration. But if the initial velocity is greater than the final velocity, then it is a case of negative acceleration. In this case, if the object is moving in forward direction with a velocity v and we apply a force in the opposite direction, that is in reverse direction, it will reverse the acceleration of a. In this, the acceleration or the force is opposite the motion. So here the final velocity will come out to be less than the initial velocity. So the sign of acceleration, that is v2 minus v1 upon t2 minus t1, will come out to be a negative. So we say that in this case the acceleration is negative acceleration. So when we see the velocity time graph of this object, let this be the initial velocity with which it is starting, and due to the force it will be a slope with a negative, it will be a straight line with a negative slope. So this be v1, this be v2, t1 and t2. So acceleration, that will be equal to m, or the slope of the line will be v2 minus v1 upon t2 minus t1. As you can see in the graph, v2 is smaller than v1 and t2 is greater than t1. So this whole term will come out to be a negative. So in this case the acceleration is negative acceleration. So now let us take the example. A car starts from rest and acquires 36 km per hour in 10 seconds. We have to find acceleration. In this question it is not given in which units we have to find, but we know that the SI unit of acceleration is meter per second square. So we will find out acceleration in meter per second square. Now it is given that it is start from rest, therefore v1 is equal to 0. v2 is given out to be 36 km per hour. Now we have to convert this into meter per second. Now let me tell you one trick. When we have to convert kilometer per hour into meter per second, we have this conversion unit. 36 km per hour is equal to 10 meter per second. Or we say that 1 kilometer per hour is equal to 5 by 18 meter per second. So using this conversion, this will be 36 into 5 upon 18, that will be 10 meter per second. Now the time interval is 10 seconds. So acceleration will be v2 minus v1 upon time interval, that will be 10 minus 0 upon 10, that will be 1 meter per second square. So our next numerical will be, a person starts with 18 km per hour. v1 is equal to 18 km per hour. Using the trick I have told you earlier, it will be 18 into 5 by 18, that will be 5 meter per second. And it requires 36 km per hour in 10 seconds. v2 will be 36 km per hour, that will be 10 meter per second, and the time interval delta t is 10 seconds. So we have to find the acceleration. Here acceleration will be 10 minus 5 upon 10, that will be final velocity minus initial upon time interval, that will be half meter per second square, or 0.5 meter per second square. If you have any doubt in any topic being taught in the video, you can comment it. If you like the video, please subscribe it, share it and like it to support us. Thank you.